Right, just a video like explaining about the how you're supposed to discharge and charge a lithium-ion battery. Well, I was told never charge it to 100%, maybe 90. They always say 80% is best, yeah, and don't let it drop any more below than 30. Right, that is absolute bollocks. And I have total proof for it. Because I've been charging my scooter, just like I've said, not much higher than 80% and not any lower than 30%, right? And as all it's done is absolutely destroyed my battery. I mean, yeah, it's charged up full there now, so I'm using it. I've just charged it, obviously. But, right, it's absolutely killed my battery by doing this on and off charging. Allowing it to 80% and then not lowering it than less than 30 is absolute rubbish. Trust me, right? Take it to 100%, charge it to the fucking max, what it can go to, but make sure that you discharge it as far down as you can as well, because that's where the problems are. My battery just started playing up, and I was getting 10 miles from my charge, and my battery was just like flat as an absolute fart. I mean, my scooter's not fast. It only does like what? I think I got 49 out of it, but it's actually wrong because my GPS says 51. But either way, 51 kilometers an hour, which is like what? 30 mile per hour, 31 mile per hour, whatever. Point is, but what I'm explaining is the fact that all this about charging your scooter to 80% and no more and no less than 30 is absolute rubbish. And if you listen to any of the companies what are telling you this, you'll learn out just the same way that I did. My battery just went absolutely shit. Like, I mean, somehow I've actually managed to save it. What I've done is like I've been fully discharging my battery completely. Like once I noticed that there was a problem, I was getting 10 miles. Normally I was getting 22, 25 miles from my charge. It's only a 15.6 amp. It's only a 500 watt motor, so work it out. You get more than an hour for riding, and it was doing 22, 25 mile, and now it's running like what 10 miles, 12 miles. And so I've started discharging my battery completely and like fully, like completely discharging it to where it completely turns off. Which they say that it's a bad for you to do that, but unfortunately for me, it's actually helping my battery. So I think they're lying yet again on the fact about saying don't let your battery touch the BM, drop below the BMS settings. I think they're talking absolute crap because since I've discharged mine fully and charged it back up fully, it started working correctly again. So I've kind of like revived my battery, luckily. But this is just about complete words of advice. It means nothing, this video, apart from words of advice. I would take my battery right up to full, but as all I can tell you is make sure that you discharge your battery as much as possible, because you will notice the change in the way the battery behaves. It won't hold any charge properly, and etc. So it's up to you what you want to listen to and what you want to believe. But I can promise you now, if you try and follow the guidelines of having it only going to 80% charge and a 30% charge and all that lot, it's absolutely rubbish. Don't even listen to them. Just take your battery to fully charge 100% and discharge it 100% if possible, or at least as low as 10%. And I reckon that would be acceptable. But don't listen to these companies telling you to charge your battery to only 80% and then take it off charge when it gets to 30%. I mean, that's ridiculous. You wouldn't even get hardly any ride out of your battery, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm probably blabbing on. But the point is, trust me, I've already tried it. This is a brand new scooter. It's only done 974 kilometres, and the battery's just gone like weird. And only out of my thought of understanding of how a battery is meant to be fully discharged and then charged, that I thought I'd fully discharge it and charge it back up, and it's starting to correct itself. So it's up to you. Play the game whatever you want, do what you want. But a word of advice: discharge your scooter to full and discharge it as low as possible. Even if you can get it to turn off, it'd be the best. But thank you for listening to me ramble on.